Today it's a rainy day in Dali. We've come to one of the old historical villages. It's called Xizhou. This village has about 2,000 years of history, and this is called the Bai nationality, okay, Baizu people. In the back here we have one of the center of the village. You'll see it has a name at the top, and then it records all the historical famous people of this village over there. And over here it records the historical that do business, the business people of this village, because it's a very famous business area. So a lot of the very wealthy people come from this village, over 2,000 years history. So we're going to go now and taste some of their traditional bread. The name is called Xizhou Baba. It's a special bread they make here. It's just over at the shop over here. Hey, 你好，你好。你好，我们想看一看你们的鸡肉粑粑。鸡肉粑粑是什么？这是什么？
甜的是红糖玫瑰的，咸的是葱花肉椒盐。
Okay, so this is made with brown sugar and also with rose, brown sugar and rose. 红糖玫瑰, and this one?
葱花肉末椒盐。
葱花, so that's I guess chives, a bit of garlic inside there, as well as mince, kind of mince meat inside the bread. Okay.
你们要吃一个什么？
可以了，可以了，可以尝一尝，可以了。So this is a 100-year famous shop. So in China they have a very much historical heritage of preserving these old businesses, old brands. So the way they make this bread has not changed in probably 100 years. So now we're going to see how this famous bread is made. So come with me and we'll see the process. So now we've come to where they're making this bread, and I'll ask you a few questions and see how the bread is made. So 现在你做那个就是咸的. Okay, so that's savory. So that's a bit of mince over there. At the back there you have chives, and then special fragrant, I guess.
就那个面粉，它做成席状，然后就这样放上去，然后就刷点猪油就行了。
Okay, so the bread over there is made fresh bread, and then add a few ingredients together. Add a few ingredients together, mix with the bread, mix in with the bread, and then essentially bake in an oven. 烤多长时间？
烤5分钟要。
烤5分钟. So five or 6 minutes bake inside this oven beyond us. So this is a savory baba. So almost 100 years history. First time I've eaten this. Interesting. Lots of salty, salty fragrant. Also, there's a little bit of chives, so it's got a chive way down. So chives in the middle, as well as mince. Must have something to drink. So this is right now a little bit of dojang. So this is a soy milk. So in China, this is very common. All the places all got dojang, which is soybean milk. So I'll drink a little bit. Very sweet, very nice. So that's the one. The second one is this is a sweet variety, so brown sugar. And the second thing inside there was rose petals. So brown sugar and rose petals inside there. This I prefer. This is very tasty. I prefer the sweet one to the savory one. I mean, the sweet one, this is something back home, we don't have many rose petal, these types of breads or desserts. I think at home we have a lot of savory. Okay, we don't have sweet. So rose petal, brown sugar, very tasty. This is very nice. In the square, in the middle of this Xizhou old town, we also have a very famous building over here. This is the architecture, very characteristic of this area, Bai nationality architecture. You can see at the top there, very beautiful. So this now has been turned into a museum. This is a traditional house. So one of the very rich families here, their traditional home is inside. Beautiful architecture. See over here, traditional writing, design. I guess this history has a few hundred years history, this particular old home. And so you'll see very characteristic architecture of the Bai nationality. It's a very particular region, a lot of blue and a lot of white. Okay, Bai nationality, Bai in Chinese is white, the white nationality, but a lot of blue and a lot of white in their building design. You'll see the eaves are very beautiful. a lot of small details in the eaves. And essentially what they have is, this is talking about 3 chambers, 1 screen wall. So their design is almost like a house with 4 sections, and the one part is a wall, and the other 3 parts are the home. So in Beijing, you've got a very famous 4 parts to a house. They call it四季云. In the binationality, you have the 3 parts to the house with a wall. So 3 chambers, 1 screen wall. Okay, and so traditional architecture of a binationality home is this design. And then the wall itself will have a lot of history in it. So it might write the family name, it might have a lot of design, a lot of words about the history or the culture of that particular family group. So we're going to go in now and have a look. From here we'll go in to the center courtyard. So this is the wall, you can see over here on the back side. This is what they call the one wall, and then you have the 3 parts to the home. One part over here on the right side, the part in the middle, and then the part on the far side. And you'll see in the middle of this wall here, they've got a character they've written which is representative of this family. A lot of the details here have worn away, but they normally have a lot of writings. Okay, so this history, they talk about the old tea road. So this part of this province, Yunnan in southwest China, has a very famous tea road. Okay, so because of the tea industry, people would travel with horses along the road, carting this tea to different parts in different cities. And so this family that lived in this house were very wealthy as a result of the tea road that ran through the city. That's what this talks about here. So obviously a very wealthy family. They didn't have to walk themselves, people would carry them. So this particular city has a history going back 1,000 to 2,000 years. So at that point, there was a flourishing civilization that lived here, which is called the Nanjiao. This Nanjiao dynasty at that point, with the tea road, would trade tea as well as other goods through the city. So this was really a commercial hub for the area. This is a mountain of coins. Mountain of coins. So essentially, this was all dug up from underneath this home. Okay, there is special treasury underneath their home. Now at that point, this was their method of payment. These coins were used in old China, about 100. Black.